Well, hello everybody. So here comes the sad news, or the bad news, or however you want to call it. Last year I lost about 25% of my adult chickens. So I introduced a new disease called diphtheria. It's a virus. But yeah, 25% of a lot of chickens is a lot. But I still had some left. So I was like, wow, the strongest will survive, no problem, we'll see next year. Last year I didn't lose a single chick to that disease. But this year I did. And I also lost more adults. So I was like, maybe there's more than diphtheria, or is it diphtheria getting worse? I don't know. So I decided to do some tests. The first test I did was for Mycoplasma, and it came back positive. So I was in tears because that's like one of the worst diseases you can have. But my chickens weren't that ill, so it was like, is it Mycoplasma or not? So I contacted another specialist in the field of Mycoplasma and other respiratory diseases in chickens. And she told me, yeah, there are like 21 species of Mycoplasma, and only 2 or so are like very dangerous for chickens, and those are Mycoplasma gallinarum and Mycoplasma synovae. So she told me you have to do some more tests to be sure which species it is. So I sent up more samples, and the test came back negative for both Mycoplasma species. Which was a good thing, but it came back positive for Coryza. All the 6 chickens were infected with this disease. It's also a bacteria, and it's actually a little bit similar like Mycoplasma, which means it's also incurable. So yeah, that's like very bad news. Basically all the chickens I have right now, maybe even the pheasants and the ducks as well, can't be saved. But as you can see, and as I will show you later in a minute, they aren't really sick. So yeah, I think I still might keep some and just breed with the progeny next year and see if I can get them vaccinated. And hopefully after years of vaccination we can have a Coryza-free population of chickens. I've already vaccinated every chicken for diphtheria. It's also a virus that's in the lungs. And then the infectious bronchitis, or IB, as we call it in Dutch. Yeah, I'll probably get them vaccinated for that as well. Only 1 tested positive. So that's kind of good news. So I think that, or they are either resistant, or how do you say it? They are immune to it, or they just don't have it yet. So the plan is to vaccinate everything next year against diphtheria, IB and Coryza, and do this every year until we are disease free. Yeah, and to top it off I had 3 chicken coops with some red with some red bird mites as well. But okay, I know what to do against that, so that's not really that of an issue. Of course, in combination with all the other diseases, it might kill some chickens. It was a very bad summer this year. We've had the most rain in over 200 years. So it was, for the chickens it was the worst year ever as well. Today is the last day of like very good weather. It's now 22 or the 23rd of September. A whole day of sun. I've enjoyed it. I worked a little bit in the garden and made some videos for you guys. And the chickens are enjoying it as well, as you can see. And it's good for them. Because when it's wet, they are more affected by the diseases. I don't know what I should do with the ducks and the golden pheasants. If they are a source of disease, that's also incurable. You might have to get rid of them. Because the chickens are, for me, still the most important animals. And I'm very close to creating the first red mottled Ancona bantam. And also quite close to creating the first dun mottled Anncona bantam. So let me show you what I have. I still have a lot of chickens because I don't want to sell them. I don't want to spread diseases. So every week or so we are slaughtering some and eating them. I've ate my first Anncona bantam like last week or 2 weeks ago. It's a bit weird because chickens for me are like a dog or a cat for another person. But yeah, it's better to eat them, I guess, than just to kill them and throw them away. Yeah, or to give them to somebody else and spread the diseases. That's also not something I want to do. But apart from the diseases, I've had some good chicks this year and some nice, very nice animals. So at this moment I have some mixed feelings. I'm happy with the chicks that I raised this year, but I'm not happy with the diseases. But yeah, I hope I can find a solution for next year. I think there are, so yeah. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. But now let's check out the chickens. Alright, let's start off with the ducks. These are the first two from this year. A wild pied, or a pied wild type, and a blue-yellow wild. I don't know the names in English. I'm not really a duck breeder, so I'm still learning. They're very nice. Maybe not the most perfect call ducks, but they're nice. I also have an Ancona colored call duck. Really cool. He's not really pure because he's a second generation out of how is it called? Smaragd duck. So the very dark black greenish little ducks. But I really like his color. Then we have this one. I definitely don't know the name of this one in English. That's the male, he has blue. And that's the female, and she has a little bit black in her. Then we have, literally translated Blackie, the black. This is the first generation cross of call duck and smaragd duck. Another wild type. The Muscovies are doing well. Over there we also have blue wild type pied. See if I can film him a little bit better. Also from this year. Not the greatest as well, but I like his color. I didn't have one like that, so we'll keep him for now. Another blue wild type, also from this year I believe. She's a nice one. But she's hiding a little bit today. And Whittaker, or like, literally translate to be whitey or something like that. Some blue wild types and the blue yellow wild male from last year or years before. Gigante, he's in a molt, he's coming through. He's a bit whiter than last year. And here is Fretje. He's actually my prettiest calder. And he's so nice and gentle. His leg is doing better, he's not limping that much anymore. As you can see. And he's actually the male of Whittaker. So that's kind of cool as well. Now she finally has a male. Here we have the Ancona large files. I have only 3 left. The 2 from last year and an older one over there. But I'm gonna get rid of these. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the young hen, the blue mottled one over here. And here's my favorite flock, the Livorno bantam crosses and their offspring. And my very nice rooster. He hasn't been sick at all, not a single symptom. And he lives next to the large files, which shows the most symptoms. So it's insane, he's very healthy. But yeah, he's probably also infected with coryza, but it doesn't really seem to bother him. My best hen is also over here somewhere. Oh, there she is. But she's like at the bottom of the ladder, so she doesn't really show herself that well. She's also still doing fine. I believe she was a little bit sick, but she's doing better now. They're also all going through a molt, so that also takes a lot of energy out of them, which sometimes makes them appear to look sick, but as you can see, she's doing fine right now. She's very tame as well, as you can see. Right, on to the next flock. And these are all the ones that needs to go. Either on somebody's inner plate, or maybe if somebody wants to keep some for breeding or just for eggs, that's also a possibility. But of course I wouldn't recommend to keep them together with other chickens, especially if you have important breeding flocks like I have. But some are still quite nice, and as you can see they don't really show any symptoms at all. So they're quite healthy looking, which is a good thing. So these are all for sale, or even giveaway, but I don't want to give away diseases, of course, so you know what you're getting into if you get these ones. But probably by the time this video is up, they're already all gone. Except for the adult rooster, the son of Luigi, way in the back. I think I'm gonna keep him and one hen, the sister of Luigi. I believe she's in the coop right now because I can't really see her. Yeah, no, she's in the coop. I'm gonna keep her as well, but all the others can go. This coop is empty and I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna plant some more plants in here and keep it empty for a while so it can also get disease free. So there is like one positive thing about the bacteria, the Avibacterium paragalinarum, or yeah, the disease maker of Coryza, and that's that it can't really survive for that long outside of its host. So I believe in manure it can like survive for a week or two, but like in this weather when it's dry and hot, it can only survive for hours, maybe 2 days. So this coop over here should be already disease free because it's been empty longer than 2 weeks. So that's somewhat positive. It's not like coccidiosis or a worm infection where the ground stays infected for months. You have to like keep it clear of chickens for like a year or so to be like somewhat safe or sure that it's disease free. And I don't think I have worms and coccidiosis. I didn't have anyone with symptoms, or I didn't saw any worms or something like that. So that's a good thing. I think I got rid of those. So now I'm very careful. Once I take or I buy new chickens, I first keep them in quarantine and treat them for parasites, internal and external parasites. But let's continue the update and the tour of the chickens. Here is the pen with Emilio, my only blue mottled rooster. I mean like only adult blue mottled rooster. And he has black mottled hens from my original bloodline. And of course we have Kali, she's still alive. And Fatih, yeah, she's over here. She's struggling with some diarrhea, I don't know why. She's also a little bit molting as well. But yeah, she's old, she's 7 years now, I believe. So I don't expect her to live for that much longer. But apart from that, she's doing fine. Look at the mottling on the blue mottled rooster. It's really nice. Not the greatest comb, but the mottling and his ground color is very nice. Next to them we have Luigi, my famous rooster. Luigi, he's doing great as well. Also no symptoms of any disease at all. I thought for sure he was gonna die because his mother, his aunt, almost all his sisters died of the disease. But he hasn't. He's of course some pens further away. So I'm gonna keep them separate in this pen. And his hands, I believe 5 red ones. 50% Italiener bantam and 50% Ancona bantam, red mottled. The combination of Luigi and these hens produces some really nice offspring. And the yellow golden pheasant. I've only lost one golden pheasant of disease, but it was very much raining. So yeah, was it the rain or was it the disease or like a combination of both? I don't really know. Pheasants and rain is also like a bad combination. So, and cold rainy weather is just like something you don't want for pheasants and chickens. Over here we have the wild-type pheasant that I bred myself. It could be a son of this one. Yeah, it could be. And then we have an F2 Ancona bantam from the Livorno bantam line, and 2 hens from Emil. But yeah, they're already in their coop, sleeping, I guess. Oh no, one is over there. Yeah, there she is. And the other one is a blue mottled. This rooster is also a very nice one. Look at his mottling. And these are the parents of the chicks that are in the new igloo go up. At least this is the father, and one of the hens or the other hens have also died of the diseases. Could be the mother. Very nice rooster. And the 5000 golden pheasant hen is also still alive. Oh, and there's the blue mottled one. She's molting as well. But she's doing fine. In this pen I kind of got lucky in that way that the 2 that survived the disease are also the 2 that I like the most of the hens. So, yeah, it's some luck combination with bad luck, or how do you say it? And now let me show you the progeny of this year, or the offsprings of this year. A dun mottled hen over here. They are very nice. Here's a dun mottled rooster that I kept. He's also quite nice. He's also a son of the rooster over there. Another hen from the Livorno bantam line. Very nice hen. It's a golden pheasant. A hen, I believe, yeah, from this year. A red mottled one. This is a granddaughter of Luigi. The only rose comb Ancona hen that I have. She's not doing that great, so no, I'm not sure if she will survive the winter. She's also not the greatest in terms of color, so no. I don't know. If she survives, I'll hatch some eggs from her. If not, then yeah, this is the end of the rose comb Anconas. Another red mottled one, also a granddaughter of Luigi. So the father is a rooster over there in the pen with the omelette igloo cube. Another hen from the Livorno bantam line, also a very nice one. Then we have this rooster over here. I only had 2 roosters from this line. So the father came out of pure rose combs, and then I crossed them with the hens over here that are now with Emilio. I got 2 roosters, one died and this one survived. And he's actually quite nice, so I'm gonna keep him for breeding next year. Then we still have some other Ancona large fowls. Actually, they're all quite nice. I don't think I got rid of one. This one does show some symptoms of disease, Apart from that, she's quite nice. Just her ground color is a little bit too light. But she has a very nice comb and wattles. They're a bit small now, but I think they will grow bigger. A red mottled hen. This is this is daughter of Luigi. Very nice. I would say this is the first red mottled Ancona bantam hen in the world. Very nice. But the red might be. I would prefer it a little bit darker. This is the sister from the rooster I was describing before. Yeah, with the orange rings. So the grandparents of this one are the rose combs. The dun mottled hen. I believe I have 5 left and 1 rooster. So that's a good base to start breeding dun mottled Ancona bantams. Now this is the first generation cross of Ancona bantam and wildtype bantam. So they still look a lot like wildtype bantams. I have a lot of blue mottled ones from Emilio and his hens, and they're quite nice, but the ground color is a little bit light. That's too bad, they don't have the nice ground color of their father. 1 black mottled hen, a rose comb blue mottled hen over here in the apple tree, a whole bunch of chickens, some large fowls, blue mottled, all very nice. This one is my favorite, the big guy over here. Has very nice ground color. Okay comb, okay wattles. The others have better combs and wattles, but their ground color is lesser, like this one. It's almost white in some parts of his body. Then this blue mottled hen. Is it this one? No, it's another one. It's also from Emilio, a daughter from Emilio. Another dun mottled hen. This is the last hen from the line of Rooster Coon. Not the greatest as well, but we'll see. I'll let her mature and then I'll decide if I continue this bloodline or not. Oh, they're so beautiful this year, the red mottled ones. I'm so close. The tails still contain a little bit black, so that's like one thing I have to work on. But then look at the roosters. Can't really see them that well. I'll try to come a little bit closer. With this rooster, son of Luigi. Look at him, his tail is red. Not completely red like I would want, but already very nice. And look at the mottling, also very good. For me this is the first red mottled Ancona bantam rooster. I'm very pleased with this guy. Some more hens. And here is his brother. He's also stunning, very nice, also an almost completely red tail. He doesn't have a lot of mottles, which is too bad. He's a little bit big as well, as you can see next to the large fowl. He's quite big. 2 dun mottled hens. I kinda like the color, it's like dark grayish brown. Oh, and here are the other 2 Ancona large fowl hens. They are very nice mottling, very nice ground color, as you can see. Very nice hens. Look at this. Another rooster from the Livorno bantam line. Yeah, he's not the greatest, so I don't think I'm gonna keep him. I don't like the fact that his wings are like sticking out. It should be able to see his belly over here. So yeah, that's like a minor point. Ancona rooster, also not a bad one. Good combs, good wattles, good earlobes, good color. He's still quite young, only a couple of months, maybe like 4 months or so, so he has some growing to do and some maturing. This is a rose comb hen? Yeah. I think I'm gonna quit with the rose combs. Maybe I'll just sell some hatching eggs next year to spread them out a little bit in hopes that somebody will continue the rose comb Ancona bantams. But yeah, with the 2 new colors, I'm just getting low in space, and for me it's not worth it to keep more space for the rose combs. Space that I can use for dun and red mottled. And I still prefer single comb over rose comb, so I've bred 8 golden pheasants this year, 2 died, so that means 6 survived out of 8 eggs, so that's a very good number. I believe I have 3 or 4 males and 2 or 3 females. And I think you saw everything. Oh yeah, there's the other son of Luigi. He's also very nice. But I'll post some photos on Instagram. You can follow me just at Center Bowens on Instagram, or Breeding Chickens with Sander on Facebook. In het zakboek voor de kippenhouder vertel ik je alles wat je moet weten over het houden van kippen.